Kia ora Nor. So actually, something I realised I didn't say is that the business I went into business with Joe Karam. We franchised my coffee idea and called it the Coffee Guy, and then expanded it across New Zealand and across at the time it was mostly Auckland, but expanded it, and we had well, and then I eventually got out of it. We had about between 20 and 25 franchisees at the time, and so I sold out to Joe's son Richard, and then moved back to Dunedin, not intending to stay in Dunedin, but ended up having children and staying here. And then my wife ended up getting a good job in the Dunedin study again, and I decided to start a new business, and I started Just Loans, which was a cloud-based finance company that was also franchised. So and it was working well. It worked well in lots of ways. It worked really well, and then I ended up getting some franchisees. So there were 5 of us operating across the country, but the global financial crisis had hit, and it eventually took a toll on us. And it wasn't so much the loans; it was the sentiment on the market. So I had to sell franchises really to keep going, and there were I'd got to a size where I had all this infrastructure in place to support a bigger business, but I only had there were only 5 franchisees in total, and so eventually I had to pull the pin on it, and it was a hard decision because we had all our money in it, we had investor money in it, and in the end, we end up losing everything essentially, and so had to get a job. So went and was fortunate enough to be able to get a job pretty much immediately with Upstart, which was a Dunedin business incubator, and I ended up coaching startups. Now, I'd done startup stuff, but I'd never learned any startup stuff. So I got a whole heap of theory. It was really good. Learned a whole heap about the lean methodology and agile, and a whole heap of, I guess, all the catchphrases you hear now about entrepreneurship. I learned in that first sort of 12 months. Then Upstart essentially got lost funding because there was a change in MSI and MB, and so it was kind of taken over, I guess, by Powerhouse, and then we became part of Powerhouse, and so I was still helping tech companies in the startup stage, and then I got the opportunity to join a startup, and well, actually around the same time I started another business called Swift Social, which actually is still running now, which is a social media marketing company. We did social media for businesses and a whole heap of digital stuff, but then I was into that a little way. I had a couple of part-time staff, and it was going somewhere, but it was just an agency model, so it wasn't that exciting to me. And then I was offered this opportunity to go and work with Timely, and Ryan Baker. I saw him. We sat down and had a chat, and when I saw what they were doing, I was real excited. It was pretty early days. I think we had like 800 customers at the time, and so I was real excited to join that, and joined, and spent 3 years at Timely, which was amazing. And we took Timely from 800 to 8,000 customers in that time, and now it's like nearly it's 2 years or something like that since I've been there, and now they're at over 12,000 customers, so they're still growing super fast, and 90 staff now, so exciting time, and learned a whole heap around software as a service and more startup stuff. I mean, I had some ideas about that stuff, but I really didn't know the mechanics of how to do it and what to look at. And so, it was really beneficial. Then I left Timely and joined another startup. It was well, it wasn't a startup really, it was a restructure. Actually, for a couple of years after that, I did a couple different software companies. Oh, how many? 3 software companies over the next sort of 18 months, 2 years. And for one reason or another, they didn't last very long. So the first one, they just couldn't pay me. So I had to, well, I'm not going to work for free. The second one, it just wasn't a fit. I mean, I think they didn't have the money either, but there was also kind of a not a fit in lots of ways because they wanted something different to what I thought I'd come on board with. And then the last one that I got was made redundant from, as you know. And yeah, but all these steps have been, I've learned something different from everyone. And probably the key thing actually I learned from the last one is that I like working for myself. I like the excitement of it. I like the energy of it. Like I wake up early in the morning and I want to do work. Last thing at night, I want to do work. It's just exciting. It's fun. And right now, I've found a really good business partner in Hamish Turner. And I've been saying this a bit to people and also in my vlogs, probably is around values. Now, myself and Hamish have aligning values. And I know this because we've actually just had a strategy day that was looking at our values. And I think for us, it's about integrity, giving. I want to be generous with my time and my money as well, and be caring towards people. So yeah, all those things matter to me, and I think they matter to Hamish as well, and so it means that we're able to work together. I don't work with dicks anymore. I've learned from previous experiences. I don't want to be a dick, and I don't want to work with dicks. So yeah, that's my backstory, I guess, and I'm excited right now moving forward with hamishturner.co.nz. Hamish Turner and Associates. Yeah, it's exciting times, and so stay tuned for more insights to that business. All right, so have a nice day.